Okay, so Leonardo DiCaprio's dating history is one of the weirdest controversies in Hollywood. From being consistently known for preferring models and younger women, to his countless nightlife and parties, honestly, the age gap of the last person on his list will shock you. So grab a seat, because I'm about to give you all the deets on all of them. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit that button. Like and share the video too so we can grow. 1. Bridget Hall. He started dating Bridget in 1994, and this one was before he starred in Titanic. He was 20, and she was 17. I think this was probably the only relationship he was in that didn't have any controversies. And honestly, I think this was because he wasn't popular yet. Words on the street was that they met through a mutual friend. They kept it pretty low-key, went to a few events together, and nothing out of the ordinary. No cameras, no limelight, nothing. But wait for it, because everything starts changing. 2. Kristen Zhang. Apparently, Kristen Zhang was Leo's first documented relationship, and honestly, I think this was because it lasted for 4 years. Again, they met through a mutual friend, broke up, and got back together again. So here's the thing. Fans actually went back to the 1990s because of how this relationship ended. They felt Leonardo dumped her because she was getting older. But surprisingly, she's come out to defend him, saying she was the one that actually walked out of that relationship. Blah, blah, blah about how Leo wasn't ready and all that, but maybe there's something there. Maybe not. I guess no one knows. 3. Gisele Bündchen. He started dating Gisele in 2000, and rumors had it that he saw her in a magazine. So he connected with her through a mutual friend, and it just worked like magic. They shared some genuine romance, and they pretty much did all celebrity stuffs. Going to the Oscars, going on vacation, and games, all that. It was on and off, but wait for it, they broke up immediately she turned 25. This was a bit disturbing. So I saw a few memes that insinuated that Leo sees his exes as grandmas. Immediately they turned 25. But guess what? Gisele wasn't having it. According to her, Leo had unhealthy habits, and she found a new path that was great for her mental health. She said, and I quote, "I respect him enormously, and I wish him nothing but the best." I think this breakup happened 2 years after he starred in Titanic. If you ask me, I think this relationship may have ended because of money and fame. Or what do you think? Let me know in the comments. 4. Bar Refaeli. So he met supermodel Bar Refaeli, and of course, he was 11 years older than her. Words on the streets was that the more he got older, the younger he preferred them. I don't dispute this fact, but Leo was one of the biggest stars of the 2000s. And if you ask me, these things came easy. So they kept going on and off for 6 years, a little bit longer than the last one. But it was reported that he was also cheating on her with another model, Anne Violitsina. That was normal in the standards of Leo, because, get ready for the big one, they broke up when Bar turned 25. First, it pretty much seemed like a coincidence, but fans were very beginning to think, yeah, this guy is crazy. He'd done it again. If you ask me, he's got a thing for models, right? So I don't think the being 25 inches thing is real. I think it's just him fancying other models. And you'll get it soon. 5. Blake Lively. Okay, so this one is a bit interesting. It didn't have the classic date and break up at 25 inches thing. And no, she wasn't a model either. She was a great actress, beautiful and charming, and was having a great career at the time. She was 24 and he was 36. They did a lot of going out. Some fans said they did a lot of touring and shopping. And it's surprising because it lasted for 5 months, because I think they took more pictures than any other thing. I know it did. It didn't have the turning 25 inches thing. But wait for it. They met in May 2011 and broke up 5 months later, and technically she hit 25. I know, I'm just joking. Seriously, I just think it just happened, and this didn't have that after-relationship drama. It just ended. 6. Aaron Heatherton. So this time he's back to dating models again, and this time it was Aaron Heatherton, the supermodel who filed for bankruptcy in 2019. So they met at a fashion show in New York. Apparently, Leo was famous for going to a lot of these fashion shows. And rumors had it that Leo's mom liked her a lot, but this one only lasted for 10 months too. And the deets about why the breakup happened was the classic, I am busy, she's busy, and we can't do it anymore. This time, it wasn't about her being 25 too, but still, he was 14 years older than her. And there's something we probably agree to, and that's his preference for younger women. He was 14 years older than her. 7. Toni Garn. Yet again, another model, and her name is Toni Garn. And she was in her early 20s when she met him. So they started dating after they met at a film festival, but this one was relatively private. No red carpets, no paparazzi or celebrity shows. It was reported that they mostly preferred nightlife and biking. Rumors have it that she was the one who actually broke up with Leo after he was reported seen with 20 women leaving the club. It lasted 18 months. And, by the way, she turned 25 before it happened. I know I'm probably the advocate of the 25th thing is a myth, but would you agree with me? Let me know what you think in the comments. 8. Kelly Rohrbach. Kelly was beautiful and smart, and you're right, she was a model too. She was one of the most sought-out models in 2015 when she started dating Leo. It was reported that Leo once rented a $5,000 a night mansion when they dated. And they partied a lot, but they ended it on 2016, and it lasted for only 6 months. I think with Leo's earliest relationships lasted longer. But it was really sad that this ended pretty much quickly. I wish it worked out for them. 9. Nina Agdal. So in 2016, he met Nina Agdal. And as much as I like to say she's a model, of course she was, but the age difference between them was 17 years. This is the one with the consistent pattern, and the ones that got people talking. Some fans are always divided about this one. Some people say, it's fine, they're adults. Other people say, it's not okay, this is too much. But what do you think? So they met at the Oscars and had a lot of public events and outings, nothing too dramatic. She was 23 at the time, and they broke up 2 years later when she turned 25, of course. Words on the street was that Leo wasn't ready to get married. Yikes. 10. Camila Morrone. Not gonna lie, this was the most disturbing for me. She was 20 and he was 43. It honestly gave me the sugar daddy vibes, but Leo was fine, rich, and famous. So I guess anything goes. But surprisingly, this one lasted for 5 years. You must have been wondering why this one lasted this long. I think one of the reasons was because they spent time together during COVID. And this was his longest relationship since he dated Giselle, which was almost 20 years ago. They traveled a lot. Italy, France, Miami, you name it. But this also ended after she turned 25. I think at this point, fans were absolutely sure that this was deliberate, but a lot of his exes thinks it's just coincidence, and fans were just taking it too far. 11. Gigi Hadid. So a few weeks after the breakup with Camila, Leo was spotted with Gigi Hadid. But guess what? She was 27, and she already has a great career. They were seen at Casa Cipriani in New York. Gigi at that was a hot prospect and already sealing millions of dollars in modeling deals. And she was very beautiful too, so they actually kept it pretty private, and he didn't party a lot with this one. Words on the street was that this was because Gigi wanted to keep this low-key, because she already had a daughter, but they ended it a year later. I think this was probably one of the relationships that Leo took really seriously. And honestly, they never really spoke about the breakup. 12. Vittoria Chiretti. So this is the big one. In 2023, he started dating Vittoria Chiretti. They were spotted in Santa Barbara. And guess what? Leo is 51, she's 27. And drum rolls, she is also a supermodel. I think she has tried denying it for a while now, but they've been seen biking, hiking, and all that. If I was Vittoria Chiretti, maybe this is what I'd be doing, but she's recently confirmed it. She said, and I quote, "If what you're experiencing is real, if you know you love each other, there's no reason to be alarmed, because love protects and gives confidence." They've been in multiple places together, and they seem to be going strong. I think Leo doesn't look like he truly wants to get married anytime soon. But we wish him and Vittoria all the best.